All right, Shamanko, so this is the next lesson. Today, we're going to be learning about how can you know what your money blueprint is set for. So since you had this programming from the past, it's conditioned you to be a certain way and behave certain way around money and to kind of decide how wealthy you are. So your money blueprint, how much is it set for? You can look at your bank account, you can look at your bank history, like what's the most amount of money you ever had in your bank account. You can look at your income level, what type of jobs are you getting, how much are you making from these jobs, are you actually saving any of the money, and again look at the history of that, and is it repeating itself, because you can notice patterns. Net worth, so how much is everything worth? Everything that you have worth. So maybe like electronic devices, maybe you own a house, maybe you own a vehicle, maybe you have some other things that you own. Maybe you own something on the internet, right? Like a website or some service. So yeah, look at all of that and kind of determine how much everything costs altogether, and that will decide that will show you your net worth. Business success. So, if you've ever started a business, I did many times. How successful have you gotten with your businesses? How much is the most money that you made in your businesses? And if you started a few businesses, you will notice patterns. Spending habits. So, yeah, what things you spend on. If you have money, do you spend it right away? If you have a lot of money, do you spend it right away and spend all of it? Can you actually keep this money, or once you get the money, you spend it right away? And again, write down the history of this. Write down the most expensive things that you bought. When did you buy them? When you had a lot of money, or maybe you have a credit card. So are you spending money on that just because it seems like you have a lot of money? And that again is a pattern of your spending habits. So just yeah, look at the history of that. Look at the history of your spendings. Even look at nowadays. How are you spending your money? And are you spending on things that you don't need? How difficult is it to make money? So how difficult is it for you to make money in your business? If you're starting a business, how difficult is it to get clients, make money? What type of prices are you charging your clients? What else? What type of jobs are you taking? Taking jobs that pay you low, pay you high. Look at all of that. So that's what we learned in the book. So yeah, for me, I want to share this because I think it's important, and I'm going through a transition right now, so I want to share all this stuff with you. So my bank account, my income usually stays under $1,000. Yeah, it's been like this for a while. Sometimes I get over the $1,000 mark, but usually when it's over the $1,000 mark, I for some reason feel some insecurity, and then I just spend the money, so that way I'm under 1,000. And I've noticed this pattern for over a few years now, but I'm getting better at it now, slowly. Network, how much money, do you have? So your net worth, you can again gather up all the things and kind of look at how much all the things that you have are worth, and then put them together, and that will show you your net worth. Spending habits, for me, but the net worth for me is almost 2,000 grand, because I have electronics that are pretty expensive. I don't have a car, I don't have a house. I have an iPad, I have some accessories, expensive ones, because I want to keep my tech at the highest level. I don't really have much because I'm living a minimalistic life. I just bought Christmas lights, so that adds like another $4 to my net worth. Just kidding. Spending habits. So I'm very frugal with my expenses. I was not always, but like after I realized some things with money, I started to be more frugal. or after I kind of started making my own money, I started to be more frugal and started to only buy things that didn't cost a lot of money. Or sometimes I would buy things just out of pure emotion if I had extra money. So again, that way, yeah, I could spend the money that I did have because I didn't know, how long that money is gonna be with me for. So I had this kind of like, I have it, so I might as well spend it mindset. So I was, yeah, always frugal with my money, and now, now I'm noticing these things, so I try to just yeah, keep track of them. When I'm spending stuff on groceries, I make sure that I'm being very frugal, but at the same time, I'm making sure that I'm not being a cheap ass, and I can enjoy life a little bit. And sometimes I go out for coffee, sometimes I buy myself nice things, but I just gotta make sure that it makes sense, and I'm not doing it because like I'm emotionally driven to spend money. So there's logic behind it now. And the business success, when I start making decent money, I start to get worried and abandon the business. I had this happen a few times already. I started a photography business. I started selling t-shirts online. What else did I do? I started blogs. I started YouTube channels. And yeah, and I had a really good thing going with music. And every time I get a little bit of success, I see a little glimpse of success, and people are coming to my websites, people are listening to my music, I'm getting clients in my businesses, and I'm making some money. If it gets over, if it gets a little bit too much, if I get too much attention, for some reason I sabotage myself, and I'm like, I need to switch and I need to do something completely different because this is not working for me. And so I abandon the business and try to start a new business, but it's basically a sabotage behavior. Because maybe I feel too much responsibility when it comes to business, because I had a photography business and I had clients, and I started to get more and more clients. I started to get recommendations, I started to get reviews, and I felt kind of a lot of responsibility. And then I was like, maybe this is not for me. And then I started another business. And then also, if I have a lot of money, or if I'm making a lot of money from clients, what happens is I'm spending money on better equipment. Equipment that I don't really need, because I started the business with the equipment that I have, and I was doing fine. So there's no real reason why I need better equipment. And that kind of, again, it's a self-sabotage behavior, because it's like this thing that's programmed in me, like if I have money I just need to spend it because I don't know when I will get money again. So that's basically the end of the lesson, and see you in the next one.